Good morning, Tummy Providers. This is Lavelle Baker, the program coordinator with the Tummy Nutrition Education Services program, coming to you once again with a virtual video. And this video will be for the month of November. Want to first of all wish everyone happy holidays, and just wanted to go over a few topics to keep us all on the same page and let you know the direction we're moving in and some of the updates that are coming your way. One reminder is that in the month of November, we did have Veterans Day. If you were open on Veterans Day, which was November the 12th, Monday, November the 12th, please remember that you need to indicate that you serve children on that day. If not, the system will automatically deduct and disallow any children that you claimed on that day. If you are using Kid Care, you have the ability to take care of that yourself. On the line, and I have a printout here because it's just a little easier to show you with this video. So you have next to the child's name where you normally would click and it turns green, there are three little bars where I have it circled in pink. You'll click on the three little bars, and once you do that, this pops up and it gives you the option for if the child is sick, no school, or if the child was present on a holiday. And so what you would do would just be to click present on a holiday, and then that means that that particular child will be allowed in the system for you to receive reimbursement on, in this case, Veterans Day, but any particular holiday that you would do that for. So make sure that you are doing that for every child that you've claimed for Veterans Day or any other holiday. If you are on paper, the process is a little bit different. What you would want to do is send one of these in to us. You have the option of faxing, emailing, or even taking a picture of this and texting it, as long as it is a clear picture, and send this in to us. And what you would do is you would put the name of the holiday. In this case, it would be Veterans Day. You would put that holiday's date. You would put your full name so that we can identify who this form is coming from. That's very important so that you can get credit. Then you would put the name of each child that has participated in that meal for that holiday. And then here would be where the parents for each of those children would sign. And then you would send this in. If you have the carbon copies, which is what I'm showing you here, you would keep the yellow copy for yourself, and you would mail this white copy into us, or again, you have the option of emailing it, or you can fax it or take a picture of it, as long as it's clear, and text it to me, and we can take care of this for you. The other thing to be aware of, on our calendar, it was brought to my attention kind of later in the year that there was a typo for Veterans Day. The date that I had on there was actually the actual day of Veterans Day and not the date that we were observing it as a country. So do not use Friday, November the 10th. You should instead be using Monday, November the 12th. That is the date that it was observed, and that is the date that you would need the holiday documentation or to mark in Kid Care that you had children present on that day. Let's see, what else? We have reminders about vacation. So in the last video, I kind of explained the reason, one of the main reasons you want to use the Tummy main line is that you never know when any of us are not in the office for any given reason or for vacations. And in this case, just wanted to give everyone a heads up that Myrtle is already officially on vacation, which started right before the holidays. She will be on vacation until January. She has that much time. Must be nice. So do not call Myrtle. Do not call her on her cell phone. Do not call her on her office phone, because you won't get her, most likely. And so please make sure you are using the main line so that the rest of us can assist you, whoever's in the office, would be able to assist you. And even once Myrtle returns in January, please use the main line, because again, she will get these calls as well. They ring to all of our phones simultaneously, and whoever is available will pick up the phone. And if you want another individual, they can forward you to that person. This is just the best way for us to service you. And so we really, really request that everyone start to make it a habit to call the main lines instead of calling us individually, so that you are getting the attention and services you so much deserve. Speaking of vacations, I will also be on vacation again. And my vacation dates are December the 24th through January the 7th. I will be out of the office. And so if you are trying to reach me, I will not be available. But if you need help, call the main line, and any of our remaining team members who are not on vacation will be able to assist you. And if there's anything that I would need to help you with when I get back, they would be able to send me an email or any kind of notice, or even possibly reach me. So again, main line, very important. Also remember the tummy hotline. Myrtle and I are on vacation, and I'm sure many of you will be on vacation, taking winter breaks and some holiday breaks. You will need to call the tummy hotline, or text it, or fax it, or you can send an email. Let us know any dates that you are closed for break. And you can call in advance, even if you know it's going to be the last week of December, even though we're still in November. It's fine. You can call us now, leave us that information. Please give us the start and end date. We will mark it in our calendars, and you will be covered. You can even do it for your summer break if you wanted to. So please use the tummy hotline, and that will cover you and take care of any potential issues. If one of our monitors or if the state were to come out to you unannounced, you will be covered because you have left a message with the tummy hotline. Also, error summaries. So as of October 1st, we just ran the October claim. And so many of you may have noticed us receiving a smaller amount of reimbursement than what you are normally used to. And that would be most likely because there were many providers who did not indicate that they were serving at least one whole grain each day. And so with the new meal pattern, as we've been sharing with all of you since 2016, you have to indicate on KidCare that you are serving at least one whole grain for each meal. And so there's a little button under the bread component or alternate, and you would click it, and it says, is this a whole grain rich item? You would click yes, and that takes care of that requirement. If you are on paper and doing paper menus, you would need to put the initials WG next to that item that is whole grain rich so that you get credit. If you forget or fail to do that for any reason, in a full day, one whole meal will be disallowed. And so we did notice as we went over the error summaries that there were quite a few people who lost money, tens of thousands of dollars in October. So we're hoping that this reminder will help you. Just make sure you go back before you hit submit, review each day, make sure that you have selected whole grain for at least one day, and make sure you're serving it. Don't just click buttons. Also, when it comes to the error summaries, we are instituting a new policy because it can be very taxing for the administrative team when it comes to claiming and getting phone calls about error summaries of previous claim months. So on your notice, you will notice it tells you that you need to contact the sponsoring office within 10 days of noticing any discrepancies on your error summary. We are going to strictly enforce that going into 2019. And the reason is, for one, there's accounting processes that have to happen if there were any errors that are something that we could do something about, where we could actually reimburse you that money. So we really need to know that ahead of time before we run the next month's claim. So again, you will have 10 days after receiving that notice to contact the office. And you do have access to see your error summary even before you get it in the mail. And you can do that in KidCare by going to your reports. There's a claim error summary area, and then you click the claim month. You can see that as soon as we process your claim. We generally do that by the second week of the month, but we will now start doing that on the 4th or 5th of each month. We will start to process so that if you submit on time, you will be able to see your errors for that particular claim month within a day or two after submitting. Please make sure you are paying attention to that so that you are getting the highest reimbursements possible, and that if there are any issues that we can assist you with, you would be able to notify us right away so that we can actually do something about it and possibly increase your reimbursement before any checks have been dispersed. Also, we have an announcement. Some of you may have heard that we've been working on expanding our program and moving towards sponsoring not just daycare homes, but also daycare centers. So I'm very happy to announce that as of last month, we got our official approval from the Illinois State Board of Education that we are now a sponsor of daycare centers as well. So that means we'll now have 2 programs. The good part is we'll be able to service more of you fully. There are quite a few providers who have daycare homes and daycare centers. If that is you, definitely reach out to us. We would be able to assist you now more in a full service way. And we would be more than happy to have you as a part of the centers program. That also means that we're going to have some staff changes as well, as we have started to grow and we continue to grow. One thing is that we will be adding 3 new staff people. One will be dedicated to the centers program for the time being, and the other 2 will be added to our homes program as we are continuing to grow that program as well. We have officially offered a job to 1 candidate so far. Her name is Katina York, and she will be starting the first week of December. She will start in the office and be orientated, and at a certain point, she will be going in the field, most likely with me, and then probably with Anna or one of our other more seasoned monitors. As well as adding people, unfortunately, because of life and things happen, we are actually losing a couple monitors as well. One of those people is Sarah Kamal. She is no longer with us, and she decided to transition to becoming a full-time student, and so she handled the western suburbs, and so she's no longer in that capacity, serving in that capacity. And then Cherie Conway, who is still currently with us, has accepted another job offer that will start in January. So at that point, she will move to maybe being part-time or occasional. So just being mindful of that. And Cherie handles primarily the south side and some of our west side. But we are actively recruiting and looking for new monitors who will be on staff that will be able to cover those areas. So with that being said, if you know anyone who could potentially serve in that role, please feel free to invite them to our website to apply. And that website is www.ywcachicago.org. And then you can click on the employment tab, which is in the top right-hand corner, and just look for the food program post. And I think now we're going with the nutrition education specialist. And so they can click on that tab and apply online. And then you can shoot me a personal email or text and just give me that person's name so that I can kind of keep a special eye out for that resume. Last but not least, just want to give you a reminder of another great opportunity for training that we're going to have. On January the 19th, we are going to have our Business Savvy Saturday. This is the second time that we're doing this event, and we have a special guest keynote speaker, and presenter, Tom Copeland. Many of you who've been in the field any amount of time, you may already be familiar with Tom Copeland and the wealth of information and knowledge that he has. He has been serving in the childcare field, catering pretty much to family childcare since 1981. So he is very skilled. He has a lot to share and offer as far as knowledge to help you with your business. If you register before December the 7th, it'll be $45 registration fee. If you register between December 8th and the 5th, it would be $55. And then if you register January 6th through the 15th, it will be $65. And so definitely another great opportunity for training. This will be Gateways Registry approved as well. You can go to our website and find the link as well. But what I'll do is actually definitely be posting this on our Facebook page and also send this out via email. So I will, again, with the newsletter, it is not completely going away. It's just a matter of having enough time to really dig in and present you with a newsletter with content that is efficient. And so that will definitely return. And but I'll shoot out some of these reminders via email and also via our Facebook page. So make sure that you have signed up with our Facebook page. And also we have a Instagram page and Twitter page. I will put all of that in the email. So make sure we also have your most updated email addresses as well, because with us doing paperless monitoring reviews now, that is how you will receive your monitoring reviews. If you have any questions or issues, concerns, suggestions for topics you would like to see us cover in future videos, please make sure to either call, I just remembered you can't see that above my head, but call the main line, or you can email us at tummyinfo@ywca.org. And please also know that we will be doing these videos in Spanish. I don't know enough Spanish yet in order to do it myself. So we will be having Ana putting out a video hopefully later this week with this content, so that we can make sure that all of our providers are included in our growth. Thank you, and happy holidays.